Oh, we hung this up.
Alright.
Right? May as well do it now. I wanted to hide that too, and I wanted to hide that too. Now it's official.
Woo!
Are you going to do that other thing or no? So the three things I asked, over three.
I did the sink and the counter.
Hold it to turn. I hear you. I hear.
Oh.
All right, hi everyone. As you can tell, we're just still prepping, getting ready. I thought 3 hours of prep was enough, but to get everything ready, I kind of I took on a monster project for tonight's episode. I know a lot of people, we talked about what should we do next, and we said we should work our way around the World Showcase pavilions since we do a lot of Disney. I'm still going to shoot for that, although there's a lot of other dishes I want to make you first, but we'll try. But since we already did the first cooking with Carney, the first natural stop was Mexico. I love Mexican food. I've been to Mexico several times. I love all things Mexico and Mexican. So I'm going to do something that I make at home really quick. It's funny, we were talking in the Discord today. If you're on the Discord, jump in the Discord. You got to do that. That's where we talk about all our stuff. I'm going to use this today. I'm not going to use this one. I'm definitely going to use those today. What was I going to say? Anyway, so we're going to get started cooking in just a few minutes, but I am making two dishes. One that's very easy that you can do yourself, and I'll show you do it in different steps and stages. So this dish can be made in like 10 minutes tops, like prep, ready to go, done, quick and easy, all the way to a super complicated dish. So we're going to do a Pete's wet burrito, or this can also be done dry as a regular burrito. It can be done as a taco. It can be done as a bowl. So we're going to do that first. The other one, we're doing shredded chicken Molé tacos. And we're going to do a quick Molé. By quick, I mean, we're doing a legit Molé. It's got, I think, 26, 28 ingredients. I think I'm only going to leave 2 out because I don't like those things. But I'll tell you what they are and where they are when we do it. First of all, everyone go get yourselves a glass of wine. We're in for a doozy tonight. Not gonna lie, I wanted more prep, and I kind of wanted more of my mise en place done, but we'll do it as we go. Right? Why not?
Why not?
Is this music volume too loud? Just right? Lauren got her hair done.
Hi everyone.
That's why she was unable to turn on the oven for me, so we are a little bit of a delay right now.
Sorry.
Because certain ingredients you need to roast for an hour before you begin. And then you can begin cooking after that. So we're on a little bit of a delay.
It's okay.
More time to drink wine here with us. I do have you kind of far away from me tonight so you can see the entire kitchen, but we'll talk. I'll bring the camera forward, we'll turn it around. You know how we are with the chat. Or do you want to talk to the chat while I kind of set up things quick?
Sure.
I do want to leave this out and tell a quick story.
I feel like that's loud, yeah.
Yesterday was September 11th, and as many of you know, Lauren and I are from New York. Hit us hard. I was just flying back. This was always sat in my house, right? I'm sure everyone's got it, but right in the corner of where our kitchen, our living room, and our dining room kind of met, we had a corner, like a rounded shelf. And this always sat on the shelf after September 11th. Like I said, it kind of hit home for a lot of us. I knew people who, sadly, we never saw again, and friends and family that grew up from there. My father was in the sky that morning. We didn't get in touch with him for hours. But we were fortunate enough to receive, this is actual steel from the Twin Towers. It's got a little plate down here, WTC 91101. And it was always in my house. I wonder where it went. My brother Brian had it when I was back in New York for my birthday. I was like, man, that's like, you guys have so many cool things in the house. I don't have a lot of stuff down in Florida. And I was like, this always meant a lot to me. So my brother Brian said, you could have that. Like, I have a lot of other stuff around the house. So thanks, Brian. And I also sit proudly in my home here in Orlando, where I will truly never forget. So, yeah, thank you to all, everyone. You know, obviously some people gave all gave some. And if you know anyone personally who helped out or any part of that, thank them for me. And if you lost someone, you know, I'm always thinking about you. So anyway, that's that. That's why you'll see this here. I'll just put it over here for now. Get that good. Put that over there. All right. So we got things working in the oven. I'm going to rotate them quick now. And then I'm going to walk you through all the ingredients. I'm going to walk you through everything we're making. It's going to be very simple. And then if you are watching this back to actually make this, you can fast forward to these parts. Obviously, this is going to be more of a hanging out with Pete and Lauren while cooking some delicious, fingers crossed, Mexican food. Where are my, you know what we need? We need new tongs.
Yeah, we do.
I don't like any of these.
We gotta put them on the list. Shelly said, hope Lauren ate a snack.
Me too.
I'm eating some popcorn right now.
Listen, I told you.
Yeah,
You
but
want to eat on time, get that oven on, because it's going to be 2 hours from the time you turn the oven on.
I had to get my hair done and everybody loves it.
Well, that's nice. Hope your hair can provide nutrients for the family tonight.
Pete sounds far away from the mic.
Probably because I am.
He is. So
If you want, here. Let's try. Oh, that doesn't have the extender. Let's do this. We'll be shifting camera gear throughout the night.
yeah, because I was gonna say maybe you want to extend that up.
Yeah, I could possibly do that while I prep over here. So, I'm going to take you guys for a little ride.
You need to get a mic.
Whee! I know, a lapel mic. I should do that. But we're working on it. This is still, it's a work in progress here, everybody. Oh, God. Hold on, little girl. And now let's turn the beat around. Oh, you can see, by the way, some of these set up. We have lights and tables and televisions and all the things. And there's Lauren on the couch. But yeah, that's why it took a little bit longer to set up. We're trying to make it more classy. Oh, well, you can see the whole apartment there. There you go. There you go. Then I can read the chat and I can talk with you guys in here in the kitchen.
I can put it on my phone.
All right, you want to read the chat too? That helps. And then I can just respond. But they possibly could hear me better in here.
Okay.
So I'll set this up like this.
Whatever works better for you.
I think that'll work. You guys, I'm sure, can hear me better because it's a lot closer to me right now. First things first, everyone grab yourselves a glass of wine. Since I am going south of the border, I'm going with a Malbec tonight. I love my Malbecs. Cheers.
I'm going with a nice H2O neat.
I like your style.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to do it two ways. Let's do the easy one first. Where'd you put that chicken? There you go.
Did you want that?
I made too many tomatoes, so I'm just going to turn this into a little appetizer. You'll see it as we go because I made too many tomatoes.
Did you want that one out there?
I want everything out that's out.
Okay.
Why?
Because it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Just ask.
Everything out. Sorry, the kitchen could be neater, but again, what you see is what you get. This is a home stream. We're just having fun. If you like these things, please let me know. We did the first one. The only reason we're getting another one is because you guys said you liked it. So give me feedback. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, things that can be done better, things that can be done worse. And again, this is more of a hangout and cook, not like an instructional, please do this cooking video. This is us just hanging out, having a good time.
Hello.
Let's get some things working.
Hello, Lynette, Andrew, Tomorrowland Traveler, Shelly, Peaches P, Dawn, Jordan Garrett, Glenn Richey, Maddie Big Cat, Shannon, thank you for the hair compliment, John Thorne, who else? David Lung, Stephen Noon, Izzo, Sarah Garvey, Phenomenal Brandy, Mark.
Nice. We got a nice
Hello.
crowd tonight.
Yeah.
I like it.
Janelle B, Suzanne Richey. Hello, hello.
Hey, hey. Loving this crowd. Say hi in the chat if we haven't recognized you yet. This is a great crowd tonight. a nice Monday evening. We were going to go live today, but the weather has just been crazy with these storms.
Yeah, recently it's been crazy.
I'm also very sad. I just put it in the Discord a little while ago. I thought we had a super fun Disney Plus Day stream. We streamed for, I don't know, 2.5 hours or so. I saw the great cavalcade. We just had a lot of fun. It was a super awesome day, great cavalcade. I don't know if Disney just said anything that has the Disney Plus Day stuff in it or cavalcades. I gotta ask around to other channels, but they just up and deleted my entire thing. We didn't go on any like shows. We didn't even go on any rides because we couldn't get on our lightning lanes because the park was closing down rides in the middle of the day. It was really just the parade, us walking around, chatting, and doing fun facts. And they took the whole thing down with no explanation. Just said I did one of the community, I messed up one of the community guidelines, but they won't tell me which community guideline I broke. It's just gone. I can't review it. I can't say what happened.
Very unusual.
Sad. Very unusual. It's never happened before, ever. So I'm sorry if you guys missed the Disney Plus Day stream. Make sure you're got that bell on. All right, so first things first, I'm going to prep this chicken. So we're doing chicken. We're doing 2 different dishes, 2 different ways. This first one's my easy way. When Lauren and I just want a quick Mexican meal, this is what we do. So just standard chicken fillets from the store. We're just gonna half them. Again, take your time here. Everyone's knife skills are different, but what I like to do is just apply a little bit of pressure on top and just let the knife do the work. Make sure your knives are nice and sharp and just slide through the chicken breast and you should have nice equal pieces in depth. Yeah.
Hello to Elizabeth, Care Bear, Jamie Lynn. Welcome, welcome.
You can reuse the dish too if you ever want to a place where you put your chicken. If you have a small workspace like I do and a small cutting board.
Hey, Annette.
I have larger cutting boards, but Lauren and I don't like washing them, so we use the smaller cutting boards.
The smaller ones are better.
So like I said, you know what? I'll actually give you food early because I'm going to make this, I think,
know.
first.
That's great.
And then I'll do the other one.
Yeah. You know I'll eat twice. I definitely am down for that.
So here you can feel free to tenderize your chicken. I'm not going to. I feel like it's tender enough. Another tip when cooking chicken, meat, anything is to bring it out of the fridge a few minutes or so before you want to use it. You want to kind of bring that to room temp, your chicken and meat, so that way it doesn't get that shock of going from, you know, obviously they say to thaw out your meat, like so it doesn't go from the freezer to the pan, but also don't go from the fridge right to the pan. If you can, give it 15, 20 minutes or so to kind of get to room temp. And again, you're just slowly adjusting the temperature of the product because it's probably going to go into a pan or an oven, which is super hot. So if we can bring it from the freezer, thaw it out to get enough to get into a fridge, and then from the fridge, give it 15, 20 minutes on the shelf. All right, so we're just kind of getting everything ready here.
David loved Pete's chicken hand. Chicken hand.
All right, so over on the stove, I have just here, I'll just show you really quick. I have a couple of pans going. This is gonna be for the future, but we're gonna use this one now. I like to use a nice big saucepan here. And I'm just gonna put some olive oil in there. Olive oil works great. That's my olive oil right there in the middle. We're gonna use other oils tonight as well. Avocado oil, it's just a great oil because it's meant for super high heat. So that'll burn super high, I think up to like 500 degrees. Vegetable oil, we're gonna use that later on too. Vegetable stock, because I do want to show you vegan ways of making this, because I know we got some vegans out there. So, you know, a little something for everybody. All right, so once my oil's in there, I got this just above medium. Again, I don't have fire. I just have the tops. I wish I had fire. We talked about that last time. So I'm just a little bit past medium for my pan right here. Let's turn this around this way. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Whoops. Sorry about that. And let's angle you down at the stuff you want to see. Yeah, there you go. So I'm going to show you a few different ways that you can season this. The easiest way, there's a couple ways to cheat throughout this recipe. That's why I say you can make this as fast as 10 minutes. You can just go to your store, your local market, your anything in a store might have a poultry seasoning with different blends, a fajita seasoning. We got this at a farmer's market, a roasted garlic chipotle rub. But if you don't have any of those pre-made stuff, you can really just have fun. I'm pretty sure every house has salt and pepper. So if you just want to take your salt and salt every single... So I'm going to do the one side as making your own kind of seasoning. And I'll do the other side with like a store-bought seasoning. Don't be shy with the salt. That is one of the biggest mistakes people make. Not using enough salt. Salt and pepper go with everything. Let's get some pepper on there. Beautiful. We got some salt and pepper. And then kind of see what you have that you think would sound good. Like a little oregano. Oregano never hurt anybody. And again, this is dried. You can use fresh oregano. I actually have fresh oregano. But just showing you what most kitchens have. Yeah, throw some oregano on there. Whee. Garlic powder is like a must. You got to use garlic in everything.
That's right.
Garlic powder.
Dawn says he uses the Goya adobo on literally everything.
Yeah, so the store-bought ones are fine too. A little bit of onion powder, throw a little onion powder on there. Again, the store-bought ones are fine, especially so right now we're making Mexican. So you want more of those Mexican flavors, so you find one that has more of a Mexican vibe. So far we've got salt, pepper, onion, garlic, oregano. I'm gonna throw a little paprika on there. It's gonna give a little bit of smokiness, a little bit of a nice red color as well. You don't want to go too crazy, but if you have the thicker spots of the chicken, you can go a little heavier with the seasoning. If it's thin, I would go a little bit lighter. Here you can kind of have some fun, especially what I'm making tonight. So what else is in my rack here? So if you look right over here, like a lot of you folks have stuff like this. A lot of you folks have the rack. So I mean, you can use anything. I'm going to use cilantro later on. I have fresh cilantro, but whatever. I'll just show you what other stuff you could use. Thyme works with everything. There's paprika again. What is this? Fennel. We don't need that. Oh, a little chili powder. That could be good. Add a little bit of heat. Onion powder we already used. I don't even know what half these are. Bay leaf. We don't need that right now. That's rosemary. That's another thing of thyme. Cayenne and turmeric. Yeah, we'll skip those. So we'll just do it with these two over here. So again, long way and short way. This is the easy dish. Find spices, see what you like, and use them. So I'll put on just a little tiny bit of cilantro on here, because we're gonna use cilantro lime rice later. If you don't like cilantro, you can skip it completely. Here's a little bit of chili powder, because this is gonna come out fast and it's gonna add a lot of heat. The nice part, what we're gonna be doing later with this, is cutting this kind of all up and pushing it all together. So it's okay right now. Like, I know this bite will be hotter than this bite, but when I cut it all up later. So there you go. That's our kind of homemade rub. As opposed to if you just went with like a fajita or a poultry seasoning or a roasted garlic chipotle rub, which all are fantastic. Or you can just use whatever you find in your closet, and there you go. So on this side, our homemade seasoning, that's gonna go right in the pan. You always wanna put it away from you. I almost did the opposite, but lay the chicken away from you, so if it splatters, it's going in an opposite direction. I also put my thicker pieces towards the middle, because you obviously want those to cook faster than the thinner parts, which I put on the outside. I also just push. You don't have to use your hands here. You shouldn't actually. You should probably use a fork or something else.
A lot of things you do, you're like, don't do this.
Well,
but
you'll see some cooks out there, you do the same thing, some
No, I
cooks
know.
don't. So we did our little rub on top. On the bottom, we'll just do a little, whatever this is, fajita. This does come out very fast, so another little trick is you could pour your seasoning into your palm and then sprinkle where you want it and how much of something you want it, so you don't get those thick lines like we had on the other side. We do a little bit more over here on this piece. Nice part too about seasoning the other side in the pan is that I'm kind of seasoning the oil as well, so that oil will be nice and flavorful. And again, this is quick and easy. So if you want to do this the easy way, You're literally pulling out your chicken. You're cutting them in half. You're adding a homemade, a store-bought seasoning. And boom, in the pan they go. We're like medium high heat. I like just above medium. But everyone's stoves are different.
Somebody help you there?
We're gonna turn our fan on. Sorry. You wanna grab the camera and we're right back over here?
Yes. Oh God. Which way do you want it to face? You want me to turn this around?
Just right over here. That way, you can just read some comments and stuff. Let's cover this up and clean up.
Okay.
So I like to cover my dishes. Here, I got you on this side.
Okay, sorry.
I don't know what you did over here. Hi-oh.
Sorry.
You're good. So, covering dishes. I like to cover my chicken. I think it keeps it moist, and it's got that beautiful, when you cut into it, it just it's not that dried piece of chicken. So I use a cover that's got a little bit of a hole in it right here, just to let out some of that steam, so I'm not like literally steaming it. But again, I'm cooking it inside of all that oil and juices that make it so tasty. Since I seasoned it over here, I'm going to clean up my spot a little bit. And then let's talk, while that cooks, about where that's going to go. And then let's talk about dish number 2 after that.
Right. Everybody's discussing how they love gas stove over electric. I said, yes, I totally miss my gas stove.
Yes, gas stove is the way to go. Sadly, I'm at the point in my life where I can decide what I want. It's whatever they give me.
Yep.
I would also have a much bigger kitchen. It would be the biggest room in my house.
It has to be.
Every once in a while, I'm going to shake the pan too, just to make sure it's not sticking too much on the bottom. It's okay if it does. We can always scrape it up a little bit, but just give it a quick shake.
Marty McFly says, hello, Julia Childs.
Hello, hello, hello.
That's Mrs. Doubtfire.
I know. But I feel like there's a little bit of that inspiration there.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get started on the hard stuff. This is a weird mix.
Yeah. Sounds like we're in an
Oh,
elevator.
it's not the right one. That's why.
Oh.
Oh, the other one was only a 7.5 minute one. Where's the long one? Here we go.
John, it's been a long day, I know.
It's been a long day for everybody. There we go. Is that you bumping the thing every time?
Oh, sorry. My eye.
Can you make sure it's plugged all the way in? So I don't get why it's so loose.
I don't know. My
I
eyes
put
was
chairs
here.
here so you can sit.
I don't know what did you use a lot of onion?
I made some onions.
My eyes are like tearing really bad right now.
Let's prep some stuff, shall we? You alright?
Look at my face.
Holy cow.
I'm telling you, every
You're very allergic to onions.
Look at this. I don't know if you could tell on there. I'm like, tears are coming down my face.
Tears on my head.
It's just so beautiful. I'm like in pain. I'm in pain.
Babe, I actually have a job for you if you want to do it when you're done. If you can't do it either, it's not a big deal. I just know you like to help. What I just did is I grabbed just any pan, baking sheet, whatever you want to do. I put tin foil in it with walls, and then I just filled the bottom with a little bit of olive oil just to coat it. So that's where we're going to put our wet burritos in just a moment. Speaking of which, Also, I didn't go crazy. Lauren told me to cut a few things out. I was going to do homemade corn tortillas tonight. I was going to buy masa and really make them myself, but instead I just bought the corn tortillas.
Good move. What do you need help with?
Alright. I don't know yet. I'm going to need help in a second. I just started doing it on my own.
Okay.
I'm making 2 things at once right now, and I'm prepping another thing in my head, so.
Oh boy. Let me try some of that. I just want to have a little sample.
Sure. Also, we're going to prep our chilies next. So in this recipe, we're going to be using 2 different types of dried chilies. You probably can't find these at your local market. I had to go to a Spanish market, or if you want to find a Spanish grocery store, Comida España. I got some chili guajillos, and also chili negros. They did have these just like out, just kind of like this dried too, but I saw them packaged, and I was like, you know what? Let me just get the pretty presentation for you guys. For this recipe, I'm gonna make. By the way, this recipe's for about 4 servings. So I'm gonna use 2 ounces of each. I'm gonna use about 2/3 of each one of these bags. So, Law, this is where you can help me.
Oh boy.
On that cutting board over there.
Okay.
You're gonna crush it.
I am?
First, when I wash that knife, you might need the knife.
Yeah.
These are fun.
Okay.
So the way you're gonna clean and prep these, either the guajillos or the chili negros, is you're gonna take the top, just like this, and you're gonna break it off. Like, there you go, twist. And we're gonna get rid of that. And what we wanna do is we wanna get most of the seeds out. It's okay if some remain, but you literally just are gonna like shake them out. And they're just gonna fall out.
Alright.
And you can do it right into the sink.
Okay. Put it in the sink.
You can do it in either one, because these will go down this drain just fine. And then if you want as well, you can take your knife that Lauren's cleaning, and then once you start shaking them out, you can open it a little bit and make sure you got most of them out. And these will just open right down the seam like that. And you're just gonna, again, clean most of those seeds out. So you're gonna take the tops off and clean the seeds out of,
There's a lot in here.
Yep.
Oh, that's a pain in the neck.
It's the beauty of cooking.
It feels like a Twizzler.
It feels like a Twizzler. There you go. So we'll save these for next time. About 1/3 of the bag.
Why do you want the seeds out?
These are extra spicy.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
So you can leave a few of them in, but you know that's where the heat is.
Just like in, what do you call it? What do you call it?
Just like a
jalapeno.
Yeah.
There
So
it
these
is.
are all from the same. These are all from the pepper family.
Peppa. Alright. You want me to just break it off like this?
Yeah, just twist the top, break it off. I'm gonna get this
Oh,
ready
wow.
for next time. And there you go. Here, get yourself on the stream doing it.
Wow. There's a lot of seeds. It's like a piñata. And then you wanted me to open this?
And if you can, just open it, find like a little vein, and just shake some more of the seeds out. Again, if you can get most out, that's great. If you can't get them all, that's no big deal.
Okay.
Because we are using so many, because they're these like dehydrated. You probably got like 6 to 8 there. So everyone, this is for the mole, not the simple dish. And again, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. I'm just prepping while we're letting the other one cook. But there's also workarounds for the mole. Like if you don't have a Spanish store in your neighborhood, or you don't know where to find these, I'm gonna give you other things you can do.
Oh, happy birthday! So many seeds.
So I just flipped my chicken.
On the stove.
And again, I'm going to type all this out. You guys will have the full recipe in the description and on the Discord after we're done. So here's the black chilies, the chili negros. We're going to use about 2/3 of the bag.
Wow, really?
Yep. Yeah, you know what? I'll take one back.
Wait, am I doing the same thing with those? Or how
Yep.
many of these am I doing?
Everything that's on the counter.
Oh, God.
Welcome to prep.
Got a big job here.
You got a big job.
Somebody's got to do it.
Chili negros.
So I hope everybody had a great Monday, had a good day at work, or if you're working from home, more power to you. A lot of seeds in here. All right, that one's good. Oh.
Whew. That was a juicy one. All right. What? Oh. Oh, I thought you had that out. All right.
No,
Hold on.
everything's okay. This is apartment cooking, you know?
I'll fix it.
Apartment cooking. It's the dinner bell.
It's the dinner bell. All right. Next up, let's take care of
Like,
this.
you don't want these open a lot, right? Just enough to get the seeds out, or do you want me to like?
Yeah, just enough to get the seeds out. And
Okay.
as long as most of the seeds are out, you're good.
Okay, I didn't
Quick
know.
and easy, yeah.
Got Pete's calves in the on the video.
What?
You got your calves in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are we doing next? All right, let's get our next step ready to go. Let's build things.
You built things?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it ready to show everyone.
Are you making a bowl too, or you're just
I'm gonna
making?
show them how to do it, but I'm just gonna make these two because there's a lot of food we're gonna make here.
Okay.
It's gonna be more than enough for us to eat.
Well, can you do mine without beans or no?
Yes. I already have your version ready to go.
Beautiful. Do, do, do. Hot tamale.
All right. Just gonna do this really quick.
Am I on your way?
No, I'm already.
Okay.
So just to slow down the cooking process, what I did was earlier before we started this, I like yellow and green peppers. So I grated a yellow and a green pepper, I threw it right in the oven with the other things that I have cooking. And I just grabbed them with the tongs. I wanted them to be nice and mushy and soft like that. I'm gonna throw them in here and just rinse them with some cold water. To one, stop the cooking process. Two, give them a little clean because I just had them on the bare rack. There we go.
Watch this.
All right, you just have one job. One job, Laura.
Alright, I just wanted you to get it over.
It's all gonna get dirty, just so you know. Everything's getting dirty.
Right.
All right, so throwing our peppers in here. What?
What do I do with this?
Doing the same thing as
Oh,
all
same
the other
thing?
ones. Yep. Look at all those seeds.
Oh, jeez. Oh, this has a lot.
There we go. So I'm gonna take those seeds off. I'm putting them right onto a cutting board that I have prepped right next to me, right here. But at least they're not as scalding hot as they were before, so I can rinse some of the seeds out. The seeds aren't bad either. The seeds won't hurt you. They're not bad for you. For me, it's a texture thing. I know some people freak out when they see seeds. Well, these are regular seeds. These are regular peppers, so they're not gonna be super hot.
Okay. Want me to do this?
Sure. There you go. Okie dokie.
Smoky.
Time to start having some fun. So I'm just rinsing my peppers, literally just by holding them, squeezing them. I'm gonna take those, and I'm gonna give them a quick fry. Another thing we gotta do. All right, so I'm pulling my chicken from the pan that was on the stove. There is the chicken cutlets, done, out, and we're gonna let them rest. You always want to let everything rest. What I'm gonna do is that same pan that they were in with all that yummy chicken goodness, I'm gonna take my peppers, and I'm gonna toss them in that pan. One, I want to soak up all that beautiful flavor, but also I'm gonna reheat these a little bit. So, you probably are wondering, what are you doing? What belongs to what and what is going on? It all is going to be clear to you in a second. I'm just showing you in real time how you would make these things. So, the first one that I was making, which I called my easy dish, is what I'm going to put together first. And that is actually easy. Just try not taping it and having a disaster area around you.
You gotta just laugh at it. That's fun.
Okay.
That's so great.
So, our first dish. Let's pretend all the other dishes don't exist at this point.
We don't have any cameramen. I don't know if you know.
Our first dish is super easy, our easy dish. It requires, like I said, just a packet of chicken, which we halved. It was a 2-piece pack. We halved it. We seasoned it ourselves with whatever you find in your kitchen, or you can use a pre-made one from the grocery store and season your chicken. Boom, I use slightly more than medium heat, just a hair more. You want to go until they're nice and golden brown like this. Typically, I think you want to do about 3 minutes on each side, as long as your pan is to the right temperature. What else you're going to need? You're going to need some tortillas. Again, we could have made our own from scratch, or you're using ones from the store. Then, we could have made jasmine rice, and I made jasmine rice for the last thing I did, but We cheated tonight. This is the showing you how easy this is recipe. So you can just go buy rice in packets at the store. We like Mahatma. This is the cilantro lime jasmine rice. But if you're not into cilantro or lime, you can go use any rice. There's a jasmine rice. There's Spanish rice. Go pick out your favorite rice in a bag. 90 seconds later, it'll be ready to go. Or make your own rice at home, which is, again, the proper way to do it, but I'm showing you the quick and easy way. So chicken, rice, tortillas. You saw I just put those peppers in the pan. You can use peppers, but you don't have to use peppers. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just layer everything I've described to you so far into this general area. Let's just make some room.
I finished with those.
Excellent.
I'm gonna cut the bag.
There should be another bag in there. You want to use the old one first. There's some in the fridge. Knife.
No, it's regular jasmine.
That's not what I was saying. You asked me to cut the bag for cheese, nothing to do with rice.
No, I was cutting the bag of the rice itself.
Oh, it's open already. All right, we're gonna cut our chicken up, and I'm gonna start forming these burritos. Again, so you can throw this into a ball. Lauren and I make chicken balls all the time. We find it's easy, carb-free, and just a nice way to get everything we like into our mouths. So all the ingredients you see I'm gonna put on this, you can put into your chicken ball. You can leave some out, you can put some in. I like little, half-inch cubes. I find works great. Then boom, that's gonna go right into our burrito. This is why before when I said if you season some pieces differently than others, if you're gonna make burritos like this, you're gonna mix them all together anyway. So I like to get a nice little base of chicken. That looks like enough for a solid burrito. Always taste and try, Lauren. Mmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
That is good. You can taste those Mexican flavors. Mmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Delicious.
Then you are going to add your cheese. Have fun with this. I love cheese. Again, cheating. You can go make your own Mexican cheese blend, or at the supermarket, go find a 4-cheese blend and have fun with it.
Have fun.
Oh yeah. I like to put the cheese on now because I like it in the middle. Let it melt. So we did our chicken, we did our rice. Then we're gonna grab.
Whoa.
Our rice.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm just gonna spread that out. Make sure I'm getting equal rice in every bite. That looks beautiful. Then, earlier you saw me working with, let me move this over here, these vegetables. I'm just gonna grab a pepper, grab another pepper, and I'm literally just gonna mush and place just along the top, get some of that pepper flavor in there.
Do you want sour cream?
So, you can use sour cream, but what I recommend, if we're staying authentic, again, you don't have to do this either. Another thing you can do, it's just what Lauren and I don't use it too often because she's not a big fan. Black beans, you could add black beans to this as well, if that's your thing. Or, there should be, where is it? So you can use sour cream if you want or anything like that. There are some super cool cheeses. So first of all, the cotija we're gonna use on top. And then there's a crema Mexican. Again, if you don't have these, you can use any sour cream or any kind of sauce that you like. I'm gonna open this one up and put a little bit of that crema.
Here. You want me to do it?
Nope.
I want you to stamp it.
Thanks. That would be a bad cooking show if I don't know how to open anything.
I'm just trying to be helpful.
I know, but be helpful with the other things, Lauren. I know how to open a jar, you silly goose.
Now you know how.
I know how to open a jar. So what I'm gonna do is take my crema and just put a few dollops in here. You'll see why, because I'm gonna do more of it later. Just a little something on the inside. So again, you can put black beans in here. Anything else that you want in here, you could put in here if you want. So now that we have one, we must make two. So I'm just gonna fold this one over, put it on hold for a sec.
I'm gonna put it on the plate.
No, this works right like this. I'm gonna fold it over like that. This is the easy one. And again, I'll review it in a second. Looks like enough, or should we just finish it?
I mean, that's a lot for me.
All right, there we go. This will be for us just eating like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, some good stuff. All right. And then we're going to add our cheese.
Rice?
Then our rice. Boom. Out of a bag. Again, this is the quick and easy way, right? So honestly, if you were putting this in a bowl, you'd be done right now. You could be eating it at home. If you really thought about it, all we did was cook the chicken. Everything else was kind of out of a bag, bottle, and easy to do on the stove. But now what we're gonna do is the fun part. Oh, where's my peppers? You don't want peppers, all right? So Lauren's gonna do no peppers, no beans. So pretty simple and basic here. Anything else you wanna put in this?
Yeah.
Do that on top, because we're not done yet. Oh, can you open
I
this
want
for
it
me?
in there.
Okay, well, there'll be a lot of it then. Would you mind opening that for me? You want to just trust me on this one? There you go. All right, so since Lawrence is the smaller of the two, I'm just gonna wrap it up. I try just to push them in a little bit because we're doing a burrito, so there's no real tuck on the outside. More like an enchilada style. And I'm just gonna keep rolling until I know my bottom is underneath. Right? I'm gonna tuck this in, and this is gonna go on my tin foil that I prepped earlier. I wish this wasn't here. I'm gonna. Then we're going to take our second one. That's the Big Daddy. Oh yeah, this is good. This is gonna be a big one. I'm gonna go here. The reason I also put these on the plate early and let them sit is that you kind of let the tortillas steam a little bit. Because now they're already soft and sticking to each other, which is what I want. I'm gonna push all that goodness inside so it doesn't fall too much. My bottom lip is wrapped. And we're just gonna transfer to our baking sheet. I'm gonna have this bite. Oh yeah. Prep that for later. This we could use later. This we can clean up now with. All right. So if we were making balls or tacos, we'd already be eating this. But I figure I'd go the sexiest way. This is the way I like it. I like a wet burrito. So I just create a tiny little gap in here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah. Is that there? Yeah, you can see that. So a tiny little gap right here. And all I'm gonna do is just take, this is literally just out of the can. Red chili enchilada sauce. You can use any enchilada sauce you want. You can do it dry. You can do anything you like. But this is what I like. And I'm just gonna pour it up and down. I want to kind of slowly let it dripping down the sides, real sexy. I don't want too many dry spots on the tortilla, so if I see it not dripping, I'm gonna give it a little extra encouragement. There we go. Mmm. And we are just layering flavors right now. Then we are going to take our Mexican cheese again. Doesn't that look pretty? Then we're going to take our tortilla. That is not a big enough hole. And I'm just gonna put a little bit in my hand and just a little bit on top. Almost like the Parmesan cheese of Mexican cooking. If you want to pretend that's what your tortilla is like. Look at that. And now we're going to pop this in the oven and we're going to pull out our ingredients that we've been prepping for our mole right now. This is going to be smoky. Fire alarm's going to go off. Oh, yeah. So yeah, so I'm now going to turn my oven down. My oven was on 400. I'm going to turn it down to 3. Because I'm just melting that cheese a little bit. Everything's been cooked that's already in there. I'm just warming it. This is going to be going into our mole. So all I did was I took an onion, halved it, covered it in olive oil. I took 2 Roma tomatoes, halved them, covered them in olive oil, and 4 cloves of garlic. Left them as is, skin on, everything the way they were, and just left them, also cover those in olive oil, into the oven. So these have sat in the oven for about 50-ish minutes at 400 degrees with olive oil, and that's it. Now we're going to start with all those chiles Lauren was working on. I'm going to come over here to our workstation. So this is my pan with my chicken, and then it was my peppers. I'm just going to have another bite. My God. That's so good. Over here I got my cutting board, which we'll use in a second. Also, I'm toasting some sesame seeds on low heat. That's for later on. In this pan, what we're going to do is we're going to put this on a dead medium, right in the middle. Lots of olive oil. You want to make sure the bottom is thoroughly covered. And then all these chiles that Lauren prepped are going to go in here. If you want to know a good way to see if your oil is ready, I'll show you a little trick. If I could find any of my tools. Lauren, where's my wooden spoon or wooden anything? Anything with a wooden anything. I swear we lose things. So another thing that I'm a little upset about is we're going to be doing a twist on this as well because I have 2 blenders and we can't find either one. And now I apparently can't find a wooden spoon. But I will tell you a fun little hack. A way to figure out if your oil is ready and at the right temp. If you put the wooden spoon in there, like the top down, like the handle straight in, if it starts to boil, like it's like some bubbles start to come out, you're good to go. What? Yeah. All right, so I know that this is pretty warm already. I'm just letting my oil heat up to temp for those chiles. These peppers are so friggin' good. All right, I think we're ready. We're gonna throw our chiles in the oil. I kind of want them all touching the oil. Lauren did an awesome job on these. Nice job, babe. And then I'm just gonna cover the top with some more olive oil. You just want to make sure they're thoroughly coated. And I can put my old thyme garlic in here too, because this is all just going to be a sauce later. Yes, 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 yes. Farewell, sweet prince. You did your duty. Which means we got to get the big boy out and ready to go soon. All right, this looks ready to go. So while these work, we are gonna look at our finished product from meal 1. Let me bring out this, Lord. The big olive oil.
We use the other one?
Yeah, I just used it. All right, while those cook on medium heat, let's see how our other stuff finished up here. Let's throw this there. We'll throw this over here. Slide this back. I'll tell you, cooking 2 different things on camera with us missing a lot of the things are still going surprisingly well. Nothing has really been messed up that bad yet. All right, so this was the easy one. This is our finished presentation. Actually, you can use a few more minutes, but you see what I'm going for here? Let's give it a little bit more. What? Burritos are in already. Alright, I think we are ready. So here's what I'm doing. I'm just reusing the plate we used to lay out our dishes from earlier. And I'm covering this kind of like how you would cover a plate for bacon. So with these, you kind of want to let them just cook until they're a little fragrant. Oh, that smells so good. Lauren, you got to smell these. They smell so good. What? The ones you prepped.
They smell like?
They smell like heaven.
It's not very descriptive.
They smell like peppers.
Oh, they smell. They smell good. Yeah. How much oil are you supposed to put?
Just enough. It depends on how many of these you're going to use, but like you want them all to be touching oil.
Okay.
Like you don't want to cover them all, but like.
Yeah.
Because also we're going to use the leftover oil in our sauce as well, so it's not going to go to waste. And also any sauce oil you don't use, this chili oil you can use in other dishes throughout the week. You're really like creating like a base or a stock chili oil.
Interesting. Very interesting. When do we get to eat?
All right. Well, this one is done.
I'm hungry. It smells good in here. Oh God.
Well, you're on my way here.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that looking pretty good. All right, so let's do this. Move this over here. Let's plate while I'll plate for Lauren so she can eat while I work on stuff number 2 for you.
I want a little,
So when you take these out, because Lauren did such a good job, some of these have little pockets. So you want to make sure you dump them out. You might have oil stuck in them, like, let's see, this one. Like, whoop. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, we do have a lot in there.
You want to do this for me?
Sure.
So you're going to shake them out, make sure you pour all the oil out of them, and put them right on this plate right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to plate your dinner.
Thank you. How do we know which is which?
What? Oh. Just take them all out. Come over here.
How do we know which is
I know which one.
We need some non-barbecue tongs.
Excuse me.
Sorry. Okay. They're done.
Put down.
Done. Done, 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 done. Like on my face.
Yep. And then on the dish. So what I did is I just kind of I took it off the pan.
Sorry.
Again, to make this easy, it looks fancier than it is. I took this is just a ranch dressing. You just throw a little bit of ranch. Be patient, you're gonna like it. And then I just took some of the cold enchilada sauce and I just drizzled it to create a little pattern on the plate, give it a little pop. I'm gonna go back to my cotija. And kind of like Parmesan cheese, I'm just gonna sprinkle it on top and on the plate. And then Lauren likes sour cream, so she's gonna put her own sour cream on. I normally do Mexican crema here. It's the same thing. It literally is made the same exact way. It's just a Mexican version. So you can do what you like. If you like sour cream, you can do that. And then Lauren's gonna look different from mine because I have peppers in there, but well, there's your final plate for the easy one. And there's your and then normally I would put a little pop of green on here, but I didn't have it ready yet, but like I'd probably do something crazy. I don't know.
Okay,
Something with green, but go ahead.
Okay, I don't use sour cream. I use whole milk Greek yogurt, and it tastes like sour cream, and it's amazing. And it's healthier, and it gives you protein. So I just put a little bit. I'll put some on the, I'll put it on the side and then I'll dip it in, I guess. I know it's gonna ruin Pete's presentation, but.
I just want to try one bite of it, see how it came out, so we can review that while we go after the hard plate of the night.
Okay. Fork and knife, and we're good to go.
Oh yeah, that's really good. It could be actually hotter for me, so if you wanted to go back in the oven, you let me know, but it's warm. And the flavors are amazing.
I'm sure it's fantastic.
The flavors are great. But this is the easy one. This is what we make all the time, just in bowls or tacos. Go nuts.
I will. I guess I should put it on this one.
How is it?
It's delicious.
All right.
So good. I'm dancing it so good. All right.
How many ounces in a cup?
I don't know. How many ounces in a cup?
I think it's 8, right?
Maybe. Anybody know in the chat how many ounces in a cup? I don't know.
I think it's 8.
Dawn. You know what, Dawn? I'm just excited I'm eating. 8 ounces to a cup.
Perfect. So what you're gonna do is, what my next step behind Lauren while she eats,
I'm gonna
the
go
easy
step.
dish, is I'm working on my next one. I'm taking a whole box of chicken stock, vegetable stocks. I'm doing a vegan version, but I'm gonna actually do it with chicken at the end for me. But if you are vegan, you can do exactly what I'm doing here. So this is 32 ounces, and it requires 4 cups. So there you go. We did the math. This went into a pan. Back here.
All right. See you later.
I have one more bite.
Dawn said that you're eating my burrito.
There's a whole other one in the oven, and there's about to be a mole coming out too.
Mole, mole, mole.
Right.
All right, well, with pleasure. Let me eat this before I stab somebody in the kitchen. Thanks for making this.
You're
It's
welcome.
delicious.
I'm excited to try the next one because the next one's the one that's make or break. This I can make in my sleep. All right. Let's make some stuff. Sure, but if the fire alarm goes off, you know what happened. All right, everyone, let's go work. Let's do the stove, right? Because this is where the action is at over here. Lauren, if there's any chat questions or things that come up, just let me know. All right, so we still have our chili oil. Back here we have our vegetable stock. We did that whole box. I'm slowly gonna bring this up to. I'm gonna bring it to medium high. These got to be done. So I'm going to take my toasted sesame seeds, get those ready for later. You want to put a hat back in the oven?
Oh, no, it's great. I am enjoying this.
Good.
Remind me which chilies those are again?
So those are guajillo chilies, guajillo, and chili negros. All right, let's get our other stuff ready. Oh, thanks. I'm doing the fun part that no one likes about cooking, washing. I don't have enough pans to do all this.
At least your cab's on the camera.
All right. Just a bunch of loud noises. Let's lower the heat here. Oh, I lowered the wrong thing. Whoops. Let's take this off the heat because that was supposed to be on low. You were supposed to be on high, you silly, 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 silly stove. All right, we're moving this oil over there for now. We don't want to burn our oil. All right. That's heating up. This is for later. This is for later. We got our sesame seeds. We got our chilies. We got our oil. Bring this back over here. That's the heat's back to normal now. This is where we want it to be. That's where we want it to be. All right. While we're doing that, you hear me say mise en place a lot. That basically means putting things in their place or where they should be. And I should have done more of that before we started, but the day kind of got away from me. So, and it took me forever to run around. So here I am. No excuses. We're just having fun. I'm gonna get everything ready kind of right in front of you so you can see what's going on. And I'm gonna throw them all just in a bowl like this, right? That'll be fun. So in this bowl, we are putting, let's see. So first up, we got all these weird stuff, right? Which is gonna build depth of flavor. Here we go. Let's start with some pumpkin seeds, right? Pepitas. So I'm gonna use some pepitas, just some pumpkin seeds right there. And I wanna do about 1/3 of a cup. That's a half. That's 2/3. That's 3/4. You know, one day. There it is. 1/3 of a cup. Come on, my little pepitas. You got to show love to the food. My little pepitas, go to your home. All right, pepitas, check. We're just gonna put it in here. Boom, so you can see everything's going on. They also say that at this point you can add peanuts. I don't know if you're into peanuts, but that's up to you. I'm gonna leave them out of mine. You also want to do about 1/3 of a cup of sesame seeds. So I have the other ones toasting, but these are just regular sesame seeds. So, woo, look at that. That is a lot of sesame seeds. There we go. Sesame seeds. Check. 1/3 of a cup, 1/3 of a cup so far. From there, we want to do our, where's my other? I guess we'll put these in now. No, let's wait on that. Let's do some, all right. So I got some here. I have some at my place. I'm sure you guys have this at home too, but just dried oregano works. This whole oregano. This works. Looking for that in there. You just want to do about 1/2 teaspoon. I'm going to leave mine sealed. But it looks like, if it's on your rack, we used it earlier. Any dried oregano, or here's just a Publix oregano. And we're just gonna do like 1/2 teaspoon, just a tiny bit. So like just a pinch. That's it. We also want to put in, I know I bought them, cinnamon sticks. Actually, I should use the old ones we have first. This looks like they're medicine, just cinnamon sticks. But Lauren's awesome with the labeler. Well, there's a cinnamon stick. Then we got some whole black peppers. I just want to take a few of these guys. These are super potent, but I don't know, maybe even 1/2 of that. Like, let's do, how many is that? 4. Just 4 of those. All right, one tiny one for good luck. The rest, you're going back to your home, which is over there now. All right. What else do I got over here that I have to go in? Oh, thyme. So again, while I was at the market, I picked some up just in case I didn't have it, but I knew I did. So just your dried thyme. Here it is on the shelf. So, oh, that's the wrong one, but. Where's my thyme? Where's my thyme? There it is. Thyme, just from my, local grocery store. And I'm just gonna shake a bunch in there. I'm gonna do about a 1/4 teaspoon. So pretend you had a teaspoon, it has to be about a 1/4 full. That's good for me. What else we got over here? Oh, we got some coriander seed. Let's get that in there too. Again, kind of like the black pepper, we're just going to drop a couple of these in. 3 or 4 should work. So what do we got there? 5? Perfect. 5 does the trick. Also, I am cutting these and storing them so you guys can see. I keep rubber bands right next to me. I like to keep the label out so I can see what I'm working with, and then I just rubber band it. Like that. That. The thyme we already used. We already used the cinnamon sticks. We already used that. What else do I need in here? I think I still need some almonds and some cumin. We're going to do that in a second. That's going to go away. These are going to go away. Boom. So all those spices I just used, right there. All right. We're just gonna do a tiny bit of ground cumin, kind of like the other ones. I'm pretty sure I have it over here. Maybe I don't. Oh, I do. It's over there. Ground cumin. So again, I'm not going to open this one, but same thing. And again, you just want like a 1/4 teaspoon. So 1, 2, 3 and a half, 4. There we go. Just a little bit. Boom. 1/4 teaspoon. Also, what's going in here too is little tomatillos. I love tomatillos because I love peppers, but I don't like spicy peppers or peppers that have a lot of heat. So tomatillos are fun because they're cute, they're adorable. They give you a little bit of that pepper flavor. They make you feel like you're truly eating an authentic Spanish or Mexican dish, but you're getting none of the husk. The way they look at these little tomatoes looking things wrapped in an outer husk. Like a film like that, which you could take right off. And they look like that. Or you use 2 of them here. Take that outer husk, layer off, pop it out. These we can just get rid of. Give these a quick rinse. Beautiful. Before I throw those in, I forgot about these. I do have almonds. So you don't want anything that's like a covered almond or a smoked almond. You just want plain, regular, run-of-the-mill almonds. And you want to use, again, we're just building depth of flavor. You're like, what is going on in this thing? Moles are crazy. So let's take, I don't know, what feels good here? They say 2 tablespoons, but, you know, when I cook, I just have a feel for it. That looks like about 2 tablespoons, I'd say. And 1 for you, because I like almonds. 1 for you, 1 for me. All right, I think we're ready to go. Just gonna get these ready. I think I'm just gonna 1/4 these. They kind of look like a tomato a little bit or an apple, but they're part of the pepper family. This one looks big, so we'll cool down again. How was your first course over there, my love? Yeah, that looks about right. I like the way that looks. Again, there was just 2 of them. I think we're pretty much almost ready here, baby. All right, let's do some work over by the stove. I want to try one of these tomatillos too. So the cool thing about a tomatillo is, Alright, it's so good. You want to try this? Try this and tell me what you think for the people. Let's see what Lauren thinks. So tomatillo, what you think? Tell me it doesn't have more of like an apple. I have. It's really good.
It tastes like a apple, like a spicy apple.
Yeah. There they are. All right. Let's head over here because now we are ready. We got things happening over on the stove. Things are happening. So you can see we got this boiling. I'm going to reduce this down to very low heat. Same as I had this on, just very low heat. But since these are boiling, I'm going to take the chiles that we drained from the oil and I'm going to throw them in there. Boop, boop, boop. They're all going in. Have a nice bath. See you later. It's been real. Bye-bye. Ta-ta. Get down in there. Get down on it. Sorry I can't really read comments, guys, but I would love to. Bruh. Don't roast them. Oh, I should have gotten some. I think we still have some here. Alright, so I got all those down in the broth. I got the broth turned down. I got the oil turned down. I'm going to move this out of the way. What's next? What should we do? What should we do? You know what? Let's make some things. Let's cook some things. Let's slide this over here, slide this up here, get this on a low heat up here, this on a low heat there. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Just get a little olive oil going. I gotta refill my other thing. So much easier. Alright, let's see. Front. We want to bring this to a medium, a little saute. I can use a little bit more. I say my rule of thumb with oil is you want enough to make sure you coat the entire bottom of the pan. A little extra doesn't hurt anyone. It can latch on to whatever you're cooking and give it that awesome flavor. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, if you got your shirts, congrats. Send pictures. I want to put a little montage together. Alright, let's cook some food. So earlier we cooked these for 55 minutes and 400 degrees. And now it is time to give them a quick pan fry. So let's do it. Onions ready for a bath. I'm going to take that burnt side and just get rid of that. Tomatoes, get in there. Excellent. Tomatoes. Top layer out. The rest going in. Yes, that looks good. Again, this is going to be a sauce, so it doesn't have to look pretty right now. It's all just about developing flavor.
You know, for the Office fans out there, I was thinking about this as I forgot to turn on the stove. So any Office fans out here will know. When Jan says, you know, Pam, in Spain, they often don't even start eating until midnight. How perfect for our Mexican dish. That it's 9 p.m. We haven't eaten yet.
You know what?
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I'm trying out here. It's
I
hard to
know
get
it's funny to me.
a few different dishes going, and the house set up, and things set up.
I know, but that's like the first thing that came to my mind. And I was like, we're never gonna eat. That looks interesting.
So what I'm doing right now is just taking that burnt garlic, and I'm taking the outer coating off. I was supposed to flick that into there, but whatever. This is going to be interesting tonight because I don't have that blender, so we're going to be using two like Magic Bullet blenders like this. So yeah, apologies. What are you laughing at over there? You know, I wanted to make an ossobuco too. I'll make anything. I'm going to try something I've never made. Like, I've never done a mole since I've lived in Florida. I made it years ago, and I did a different version of this. So this is my first time making mole in Florida.
But that's what Jan was making.
Yes.
3 hours. And then I put the lyrics to the song that one night. You made it, and then Colleen said, you know I have soft teeth.
You know I have soft teeth. That's great. One thing that in my opinion, we should be doing more of is salting. So I'm going to add some salt here, add a little salt here. You never have enough salt.
Tomorrowland Traveler wants
All right, so I'm gonna prep these. So we haven't done anything with our tomatillos yet. That was that little apple-like chile. It looked like this. Since I'm using these 2 bullets tonight instead of a blender, you're supposed to use 1 tomatillo at a time when you make this sauce. So I'm gonna put 1 in there and 1 in here. That looks about right. Maybe this one needs a piece. This one looks light. Such a perfectionist. Alright, good. So our tomatillo are ready for each one of those. This is rocking and rolling. I can smell it. I'm just going to prep some cilantro. So what we did is... You guys want to know how to do cilantro first? You wash it. Now you could just chop a head off or whatever like that. What I like to do is just take the top and twist. That's what we're going to work with. This you can put back in your bag and use later. The stems and all of this is still super, super valuable. We'll use that later on. But that's all we're going to need tonight. Trying to dry that cilantro. Ooh, it's starting to smell really good over here. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to chop this up over here while I'll show you what's happening over here. Everybody, enjoy your oil. Yeah. This black isn't from this pan. That's from when we roasted it in the oven, which is that's what we want. We want that black, burnt color. That means it got a good roast. And this is smelling fantastic. So all of our prep stuff, our pumpkin seeds, our almonds, our cinnamon stick, our cumin, our thyme, our pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds. What else are we putting here? Everything that I just listed before. And again, I'll list all the ingredients later on. We are just going to shake this on in to this pan. I know it looks like mayhem. Constantly cleaning. All right. Let's see how this is cooking here. Let's mix this all up. It's starting to smell good. So we want this just to, again, this is on a medium, dead straight there. Just letting these flavors build and letting the magic happen. Yes. Letting it do its work. Anything else I'm missing over there, Lauren, in the chat? Just the office being discussed. We're definitely missing other stuff too, because like, where are my baking stuff? I'm trying to find one. I don't know how to describe it to you without showing it to you. Like, it's just soft on one end. It like hugs the corner of the pans. Like if I was to go like this, it's like what you would clean a bowl with if you're making cookies. Yeah, but not a spatula, the soft one where you can get all the way around and you scoop everything up. Like I have a whole set of them. Like we literally, things disappear. It's a little concerning. This just smells so good. I'm just saying, a little concerning from my point of view. Oh, this smells and looks amazing. All right, once this is working, which it is now, these are on a journey. We're going back to our chiles from earlier. Oh, whoops, wrong way. We are now going to transfer these from our stock. And again, we don't want to bring too much of the moisture in. We're just going to throw these on top here. Some of these hold a lot of liquid. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I mean, I really love cooking, and I love doing this with all of you, and especially showing you a dish I make all the time, that burrito, which, by the way, mine should be done now. Yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. And I can always jazz it up. I'm just in there letting it stay warm right now. The oven's off. But that's just my go-to, easy. Anyone can make that. You just find chicken, find whatever spices you like, or buy a pre-made one. You can put it in a ball, which is what me and Lauren normally do, or put it in a burrito like that. And then add what you like. If you like pepper, add pepper. If you like black beans, add black beans. Pinto. If you like certain kinds of salsa, we also have, hold on, I'll show you. Like, we like Frontera salsa. You can use that too. Like if you have a salsa at home. It is just fun because you can just play with whatever you like. Throw it all in the bowl, throw it all in the burrito, season your chicken well, and it'll be yummy. You get some nice Mexican cheese blend, you get some rice. I like a flavored rice, like a cilantro lime. But yeah, chicken, cilantro lime rice, some cheese, and then you flavor and add ingredients any way you like. It's a no lose. Alright, so we got all of our chilies in here. Now we're just going to let them all become friends. Hey, we were here first. I'm also going to bring this down a little bit to like just below medium to low. So we got our chilies in here, we got our tomatoes that roasted for an hour, we got our onion that roasted for an hour, our garlic that roasted for an hour. Also, I love garlic, so I'm just going to, it's not in the recipe, but throw a little sprinkle of garlic in there because you know what? You can never have enough garlic. And those 4 cloves look good, but I don't think it's enough. Oh, jeez. Okay, we got that working, we got this working, everything is great. I'm gonna turn the heat off my burner for my chicken stock or my vegetable stock and just let this stay lukewarm, maybe even letting it go down to a cool, because we are gonna add it to our blender. This will give a few more minutes. Alright, I think this is kind of cool. They're marrying each other. I'm going to lower the heat literally down to nothing, actually. So, on my stove right now, the only thing that has heat on it is this is at a low medium, and this is at a low, just to keep my oil a little bit warm. And this is because I'm going to use this in a moment. You'll see why. Let's see. Anything else to chop? Alright. I'm just going to turn my oven on to like the lowest it can go. I think like 200. 200. Set my oven. Just want to warm these up. I don't want them to cook or get hard. So we'll let that warm up for now. I'm going to prep some other things over here. Let's go back away from here. So I now have turned off the heat completely on these. I'm just going to let them cook and reduce in whatever they're in. Same thing with the stock. Same thing with this fried, like our nuts and seeds mixture. I just turned my oven up to 200, turned it on. This is on low. This is everything that's happening. And we still have these prepped for when we make the sauce, which is coming up. In the meantime, while that sits, we'll go over here and we'll do some fun stuff. One, what would Molé be without some Mexican chocolate? So we gotta get our Mexican chocolate ready. So I like to reuse cutting boards, because this one we just did vegetables on earlier, so I could use that one. That one over there's got my greens, and that one over there in the sink, it's got my chicken. There's my Mexican chocolate. And I'm just gonna prep this for when it's gonna go in the sauce. Gotta work it a little bit. Boom. And I'm gonna leave it in those 4 pieces. That's how they're gonna go into the sauce later. Next up, it's okay if we get a little chocolate on chicken, because again, it's going in the same place. So this is kind of the cheating way, but the delicious way is you gotta go get yourself a whole roasted rotisserie chicken. So this is an oven roasted original. Don't get anything with like flavors or anything like that. We're gonna get all our flavor from what we wanted. Look at that. We also just want to make sure we have some sugar ready to go. Just have that off to the side. what I'm gonna do with this chicken is I kind of just want to pull it and get it ready for my chicken mole tacos. Now again, if you're doing this vegetarian style, you could just use more vegetables. You could use those peppers I was using earlier. Find whatever vegetables you like, mix them with your mole. I'm gonna use chicken for mine. I like chicken. So I'm just going to take, that was dirty anyway, my knife. So once you kind of pull this leg off here, if you don't know how to do a chicken or a turkey, you can use it for turkeys too, is right down the middle. You want to find that middle line. If you feel it, your finger will actually find it. And if you put your knife in, you kind of just want to follow the bone. So once you're in there, and then just follow the bone, you're kind of angling in that chest plate. Make sure you get all that beautiful meat. And then you're going to come in, you're going to cut it off the thigh and the arm over there, or the leg, I should say. And look at that, you got a beautiful, beautiful breast right there. And we'll keep the skin on the side. We'll do the same thing on this side. Just following along that chest plate. Gotta cut off the wing, gotta cut off the leg, and boom, you got another breast right there, skin on. We got our 2 breasts. And that should be enough for what we're making here. I like a little bit of dark meat. Oh, that's good. Thank you, Publix. That's delicious. So what we're gonna do is shred our chicken. Shredding is hard to do with the skin. I love the skin, so I might just eat this myself, but you can save this, you can refry it. Oh my God, it's so good. Sometimes I just throw it on a piece of parchment. Let it just fry up in the oven. Not the best for you, but it's delicious. Get some nutrients in there. Give my knife a rinse. Everything looks good over here. Just checking everything out. Love to see it. Let's grab some forks. I grabbed 2 different size forks, but you can do any size fork you want. And we're literally just going to be pulling this apart from each other. This is whole chicken, baby. Whole chicken. Lauren, you want to be my pull master? Or are you tired? Alright. Oh, that's alright, I can do this. And then as I go, I'll move this into bowls and stuff, but just keep on pulling. Sounds like a bunch of pigs oinking. When I pull it apart. Arr, arr. There we go. Pulled enough. You can do more of a pull if you want. To me, that's good enough. Let's get down to the good stuff. I'm starving. No, you're good. I'll say with mine, there's still mine in there too. Alright. I think we're pretty much almost ready here. Well, I wanted to have more ready and prep ready to go before I started. All right, I think we're gonna have to start making this happen. All right, let me grab everything we need because we're gonna rock and roll quick here. All right, are we ready? Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the big show. Okay. We got our chicken, we got our chocolate, and everything's ready. Chicken, chocolate, sugar. Moment of truth. Here's our blender. These two guys. So we're gonna take, they say half, but I'm going to probably raise into thirds. A third of this, so I'm going to try and get an equal squeeze of everything. Got some, well, we're going to re-blend this together, actually, so I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to recombine it. A little bit of everything in here. What's this? We got a little bit of you in there. There we go. We take that. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding broth as we go. So we have our tomatillo in the bottom. Like you see here. We added just enough up there, and I'm going to add a little bit of broth. That looks about right. Screw my top on. Again, this should be in a blender. And this is going to be loud, so hold on to your horses, everyone. Or So I did the same thing here, tomatillo, loaded it up with some of the stuff here. I'm gonna add some broth. Let's get our top on. This one looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you, this mole paste. That's what we're gonna be calling this our mole paste. We'll do another batch on this one, and we'll see if this happens here. But we're gonna add more broth to that for sure. All right, let's do this. We find a place for my mole paste. Here we go. Yeah. Well, I'm actually kind of impressed. This is actually starting to look the way it should, considering I've never made it. Oh, yeah. That's good. All right, I'm just going to take whatever's left in here. This is all going in here. On this on a normal surface. Let's go right there. Works for me. Oh no, you little bugger. Sticking to the side. All right, here we go. That's what I didn't want to happen. Rats. All right. That works for me there. That works for me here. This needs a little more broth. That needs a little broth. And I'm going to need new socks. Ugh. Yeah. I will say this has been a good learning experience for me in terms of cooking show stuff. I think I did get a little too ambitious for show 2. And not that I got ambitious, I would have had stuff more prepped and ready, but I also should be doing more stuff that you guys can do relatively easily. But I got excited when I heard Mexico, and I wanted to make you a dish that I like to make all the time at home with Lauren, but also something that is kind of special and a dish you can have while you're over in Mexico, over at Epcot, or in the real Mexico. All right, these should work a little bit better now. And we're gonna mix all these together anyway, so it should work out. Like it's going to work a lot better. Let's just set this one up because I don't need 2 hands for that. Sorry everyone, this is going to be loud in about 5 seconds. It's so loud! That looks good to me. So you can see, I mean, these are different colors and consistencies, but that's why we're going to mix them all back together. This is our mole paste. We're not done with this yet. We're still going to make it nice and silky and sexy, and we're going to add Mexican chocolate to it, some sugar. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You can see why you should do this in a blender. stuff. All right, here's the fun part. We're gonna take that pan we were using earlier. Boom, boom. All right, those are gonna fall on the floor. I'm gonna just have to clean this kitchen later, so we're gonna do this. Bring this pan back out. I'm gonna bring it back up to a nice, just below medium. And instead of paper towels, you're just getting cleaned up like this. We're gonna do laundry tonight. Just one wash. Why are you rolling your eyes?
I'm going to bed.
All right. That made a lot of mole sauce. Here's the fun part, everyone. We are in the home stretch. Let's use both of these, actually. Let's, you know what I was saying? We could use this oil from earlier? Let's do that. Put a little bit of oil in here. Do I want to do that? Or should we just go fresh? Alright. Lauren said go fresh. We're going fresh. This is hot. That is so hot. I don't want this in my stock. Get out. Get out. Get out. Alright. I think we're ready. We're going to bring this down to low medium. We're now going to take our tortillas. Again, I wanted to make these. Good call, Lauren, saying not to make these from scratch. And what I'm going to do is just throw them right on the racks. Again, I have my oven as low as I can at 200. I'm going to throw them directly on the racks without anything with them. I think it'll give them some cool lines, some cool marks. So we'll just grab a few of these. 4. Yeah, this might have been a lot. Plus, it's not as much fun. I don't get to hang out and talk with everyone. I gotta find a happy medium of stuff I enjoy making that I've made before. All right, we got our oil in. Let's do the fun stuff now. You're doing that? I was like, I might need your help, but I can do it. Here we go. So we got our mixture here. We don't want to make sure this is too hot. Again, low, medium, medium, low. Because we're going to be pouring this into here as we blend in more stock and our chocolate and sugar, which is right over here. So here's our Mexican chocolate, which we're going to add. It's also, you want 3 tablespoons of sugar, so that's like 1, 2, 3. You can actually measure, it's up to you. And then, yeah, we're going to slowly add this in and mix, and then we're going to mix in our chocolate as well. So, here we go. I think this is still hot. That's why I'm moving it off of the heat. Also, adding this will cool my pan as well. And you just want to keep stirring this. You don't want it to stick. You want the temperature even throughout. So to keep lowering this, I'm going to introduce this to heat again. Once I feel like it's cool enough. We should see this slowly turn into a nice sauce. For anyone who's still awake and watching. We'll work on the structure for this a little bit better for the future as well. Because our first cooking show, I had a lot of fun and people seemed to really like it. If this was our first one, I'd be concerned. But I was the guy who said, let me try something I've never tried before. The first one was a me all day, and that's super easy to make, but you know, that's not gourmet enough for cooking with Pete. I need something gourmet-ish.
It tastes delicious.
All right, here we go. Here's the fun stuff. Here's the fun stuff, I should say. I'm going to create a little well in the middle. And then here is my sugar and Mexican chocolate. I'm going to add that in. Still going to keep stirring incessantly and just let that chocolate melt and the sugar do its thing. We're going to add a little bit of sweetness. And a nice way of telling when this is going to be done is that those big mounds of chocolate will be melted in, and this should be nice and velvety. And then we're going to add in our chicken and let that chicken soak up all this amazing flavor. And look at that, a mole here in the small kitchen in Florida. If I can do it, you can do it. Ooh, that chocolate's starting to break down. Oh my God, that tastes so good. That is banging. Another thing we should add along the way, never have too much salt in any dish. Make sure you use lots of salt all the time because salt is freaking amazing. Also, again, I just tasted, so I know it needs a little salt. I think if you use a little garlic powder, I love garlic. There we go, that chocolate's really starting to break down now. We're working the sugar, the salt, the garlic, all the oils, all those levels of chilies, the peppers, the seeds, the coriander, the black, the peppercorns, the pumpkin seeds, pepitas, the almonds, all these levels of depths of flavor that just gonna keep piling on, letting them work their way into each other. And I would say, most of the time I'd say taste as you go. This week, we're still adding ingredients, like we just added the chocolate and sugar. So this is the part where you probably want to start tasting. Before this, you won't really know what it's supposed to taste like yet, because everything hasn't been added in. But it's around this point where you can add a little more salt, a little more sugar, or any other your seasonings that you think, and just add a little at a time. You don't want to do too much, just to see where you're at. Oh my goodness gracious, that is delicious. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I have my oven right now at about a 2.5 out of 10, heat-wise. I know it's hard to see without the fire. I'm sorry, everyone. All right, let's do the fun part. I'm bringing this to about a 3 out of 10, and I'm just gonna start sprinkling in my pulled chicken. And as I do it, I'm gonna pull the big pieces apart even more. This is that rotisserie chicken that already came cooked. We shredded it. I did both breasts and just a little bit of the leg, just a tiny bit. Again, my heat is at about a 3 out of 10. Once I kind of have my first level of chicken, another nice way, the reason I like doing this by hand like this is, bring this a little closer, is I can just feel in a last minute check for any bones or anything that shouldn't be in there. Just throwing that out there. But anyway, yeah, once you have enough up on that top surface, I'm going to stir all this in and add the rest on top. Again, and just keep stirring. And we're just doing this low and slow. There's like a little tiny piece of cartilage there, so I can get rid of that. Alright. Let's stir it in for the win. Where did all that chicken go? Alright. Taste. Ooh. Taste is on point. Right where I want it to be. Thanks for spending your night with me, or your evening, or if you're watching on a replay. I know this is a lot here, and there's a lot you can fast forward through. When you see things happening, that's probably when you should listen. I'm also going to post this entire recipe in its entirety down below in the description, also in the Discord. So you'll have everything you need in advance. And again, feel free to sub things out and not use certain things that you just know it's not for you. Like, one of the ingredients in this was raisins, and I hate raisins. So there's no raisins in this for me. There's no raisins in this for me. Oh, you know what I wanted to get that I forgot? Yeah, I just inhaled something. I also use this like a garnish, like a extra thing, you know? I forget that all the burners are hot. I'm really smart sometimes. Alright, this and this are good to go. Alright. What else do we got going? I forgot. I put something in here. Oh yeah. Perfect. We're improvising. We're making it work with our two happy blenders. Oh, yeah. Alright, so let's chop up some cilantro. Lauren, guess what?
What?
We're only 2 or 3 minutes away.
Okay.
Why are you not so excited?
Very excited.
I figured. Alright, let's do this thing. Taco number 1. Grab some of our mole. Throw it right in there. Put it right there like that. Taco number 2. Yep. All right. Taco number 3. That looks better. There we go. All right. Now we're getting close. We are going to take that cotija from earlier. The Mexican Parmesan, as I was calling it. Gotta get a little bit of that on top there. That looks beautiful. Then we're going to take our little Mexican crema. Beautiful. All right, so I got some good light here. There we have it. Our shredded chicken mole tacos. And let's see if they were worth it all this time. Lauren, you ready?
So pretty.
All right, let's dig in. Hopefully it's good.
I'm sure it's great. Oh my god. Oh, it's very good.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Very nice work. Very good.
That is good. I would add
Delish.
a little more salt and a little more chicken. Like I need more of a base.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah,
it's very good.
there you have it. We did it.
Beautiful.
We did it.
We did it. You did it.
Boom. And my go-to, the one I actually am proud of.
Be proud of this too.
Oh, yeah, the mole was hard to make. I had never made a mole since I lived here in Florida. And this was my wet burrito, which is undecorated right now. But
It's great. Very good. Wonderful job.
we
Peter.
did it all. We did it all.
You did it all.
Hold
Very
on a
nice
second.
job.
Thanks. What comments do I got? Read them real quick.
I took off my makeup, so I don't want to get that close. Hold on. Here we go. Looks so tasty, looks great. Good job, Pete. Great job.
Awesome,
Looks
thanks.
delicious. This took years, but here we are.
Well, it could be a lot easier.
Meanwhile, Lauren is asleep. LOL.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Go to bed. Oh, it's so funny.
I'm gonna put some more chicken into that mole. Well, everyone,
Wait,
again,
there's a little battery on your thing.
I'm living and learning as I go with these cooking segments. I'll talk with Lauren tonight, and I'll watch back the chat, and I'll watch this whole thing back and see camera angles and stuff. But I do enjoy cooking. I enjoy having you here. The last time I feel like we got to talk and chat a little bit more.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll do more recipes that I'm comfortable with, or you can do things that I make. Like tonight, the first thing was something that I make all the time, but obviously this mole is not something I make all the time. I make it once every few years. At this point, once a decade. So yeah, I'll go back and review everything, and let me know. Should we mention the Discord underneath the cooking channel if you have any suggestions or things you liked, things you disliked, in a nice, constructive criticism kind of way. And we'll go from there. But again, thanks for hanging out with us in our home. Again, if you liked it, let me know. Hit the like button, but also let me know in the comments, let me know in the Discord. Because if you guys don't like it, we're not going to do it anymore. So we'll see what happens.
I like it. I like to eat. I think people like it.
Well, I hope so. Maybe we'll find a recipe where we can do more goofing around next time. But
yeah.
Again, give me a little bit because I'm gonna finish making all this food, and then I gotta clean it all up, put it all away, and then I will write underneath the description every ingredient I used, where you could find it. And what's really cool right now in our day and age of cooking is a lot of these, if you know you're gonna make it in advance, you can buy on Amazon the weird ingredients, which I did not use this time, but I should use in the future because instead of driving, it took me about 2 hours to do my shopping today. Going to a few different restaurant shops and different, Hispanic shops and the Publix and everything
We'll
else.
prep more next time and
Yeah.
have it all ready. And
So
yeah,
that's that.
a lot of positive feedback in the comments.
All right, good. That
Yeah.
makes me happy. If you guys want to chat more, I'll be in the Discord. Like I said, I gotta finish making this, but I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with
Thanks
us.
for hanging.
I love you guys. Special thanks to all the Patreon members out there. And I have hold on. Let me just.
We have a list.
Just wanted to quickly just say a big shout to the Tomorrowland Traveler. You guys know him. I love him. He's awesome. John Bailey. Really, these guys have been around since the beginning. Armbandido, Nelson and the family, Jordan Garrett, Kenny Holland, Robert D. Robert D messaged me today. He's always on top of it. Really always trying to help the channel. David Garland, super generous, amazing guy. Andrew Cossar, Izzo, Ken Sieracki, Glenn and Suzanne Richey, Vince Gagliardi. I posted him on Twitter today. He's got his shirt. Will K, I can't wait to hang out with him. He was at Dragon Con the same time as me. I ran into him quickly passing in the hallway. But we're going to be doing horror nights together in a few weeks, so I can't wait. And all the other Patreons too. Thank you guys so much. I'm trying to work on the Patreon game. We got a lot more coming your way. And again, if you got your shirts, please post them. Send me pictures. Wear the shirts to cool places. Send me a pic. We're going to put together a little video, a little montage. I'll post them on my wall, on my Twitter, everywhere. I think it's super cool. And if you want any merch, whether it's t-shirts, hats, whatever it may be, shoot me a message, and we'll be sure to get you some. We sold out of some sizes in run 1 and 2, but we're ordering more, and there's new designs and new stuff coming up. So, yeah. In the meantime, go follow the socials at Official Carney on Instagram, at Your WDW Guy on Twitter, Adventures by Carney on TikTok. The Patreon is Adventures by Carney if you want to go check that out. Thank you so much again to all the Patreons. And we have an amazing Discord. The link is down below, as well as the description. That's all I got. Thank you so much for watching. You want to say goodbye?
Yeah. Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Love you guys. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys real soon. Bye-bye.